Good morning. Today's Tuesday, and this is the day I've been saying about I'm going to see the oncologist for my 6-monthly check-in. Got about a 45-ish minute drive, but it's early morning-ish, especially for me. So there may be a little bit more traffic, so I'm going to try and get away sooner rather than later. I shouldn't be there that long, and I should be back again. I haven't really got any particular plans today, other than I shall come back and I shall be getting back on my bike again for a while. I may go into the garden, get some tomatoes and things, but we'll see what the fancy takes me. Nothing particularly exciting. So I'll see you in the way. I wouldn't take you, there's no point taking you on a journey because you've been there with me so many times now. That same bit of road. But I'll see. If it gets a bit boring or anything, I might fancy talking to you. We'll see how we go. Hello, it's me. I'm bored already. I was stuck behind this truck for a while, and then it started raining now. It looks really miserable. But as I said before, we need this rain. We had a lovely day yesterday at the Roberta Town Museum. The weather kept changing, but it stayed dry for us, so that was good. So, as I said yesterday, it's a fascinating place and there's lots to see, and it's fascinating. It's only difficult because obviously, and we had the tour, but it's in French and you get the gist of it. I expect to only be in the clinic about 10 minutes at most. Just lots of asking me questions, which to most of it it's just going to be everything's fine basically. She'll just have a quick feel around, make sure she can't feel anything, weigh me, which I'm hoping she'll have a nice surprise this time. I keep meaning to dig out some pictures of me when I first started vlogging and compared to new ones, because obviously I can feel it. But it'd be quite nice to show off to all of you the weight I've lost. And it'll also motivate me to keep going. Not that I'm really thinking of giving up, but you have to see your results, don't you, to keep motivated. I've had guests in the Gîte this weekend. They leave today, but I haven't seen them at all, which is a good sign, because that means that they're happy and they haven't needed us and they're just concentrating on having a nice time. They messaged me last night to say everything had been lovely and they'd had a good time. And we also today received a review from the previous guest, and they also had a lovely time and was very happy with everything. So that was two nice bits of news. We haven't actually got any more booked at the moment, not to say there won't be. We sort of half expect possible booking requests mid-October, because it's half term for the children, and that's when they might decide to take a few days away. Oh, another bit of exciting news. As I said to you, Duncan's been so busy and quite stressed with work. The other night just, that's it, I've got to book something. Oh, let's go away for a few days or something, just knowing that he's got a nice break coming up. And so we have booked ourselves a week away in Lanzarote. And it's quite a struggle to actually find somewhere around the price you can afford these days. Everything has doubled and tripled. I think they're sort of saying it's the fuel costs and things. I don't know, but And what really makes me angry is when you're looking at the sites, the price changes while you're looking at it. I mean, it's so unfair. You're not making bids for these holidays. You want to pay the price you can afford. And we were looking at one holiday, and it was, you know, at one price. And we came away from that to look at another holiday, came back and it had doubled. How can they get away with that? It's just so unfair. So as soon as we saw one that we could afford, we jumped on it because we knew if we didn't, it was going to double up. But we managed to get a week all-inclusive for about, I think it's about just under 1,200 euros. So it's not too bad, considering it's flight and, as I say, everything in. It's not got top reviews all the time, but then I don't know of anywhere that does, unless you're really going 5-star and paying the usual about 3,000 plus. And I think all travel places have struggled in the last few years to keep up their maintenance and everything, because if people haven't been able to book holidays, where are they getting the money from to actually do this maintenance? So they're in a bit of a tough spot, really, aren't they? When I looked at the pictures, I thought some of the rooms looked a bit dated. But then it's only a 3-star accommodation. So people were complaining maybe about the food and about the state of the rooms and everything. But they don't take into consideration that they've got it that much cheaper for that reason, and that's why they're getting what they're getting. They seem to think they can pay that price and then still get the quality they are expecting. And those sort of people really wind me out. They really forget. Duncan and I, we pay cheap and we expect where our expectations are low. So if anything is better than that, that's fantastic. And really, when we go on holiday, we're only looking for somewhere to sleep, basically. I mean, it's still, the expectations are a little bit higher when you're going for all-inclusive, because you're paying for all of that, and you need to know that you can at least eat the food, which is a good thing, because from Duncan and I, because we're not fussy eaters, so we will always find something we can eat. Because I suppose if you're not, and you're going to be thinking you want more choice, maybe 3-star low budget isn't the way to go. See, I told you I'd end up talking to you, because sitting in the car on your own gets a bit boring, doesn't it? It's another clammy day. Expecting more rain. We've had some this morning. Rain has arrived. Very dark just now. I had you on pause. All of a sudden it started. There it stopped. It was obviously driving under a rain cloud. It's gone away now. As you can see, I've started wearing my earrings that I haven't worn for years now. So when I went to UK, I had my ears re-pierced. I'm still having a problem with this one. This one's fine. They just re-pierced the hole that was there before. But this one, where it was split, for some reason it's just taking quite a while to heal. So it's quite painful putting the earring in. But I don't want to not put one in, because obviously I don't want it to close up again. The last thing I need to do is pay out another nearly £40 to get it re-pierced. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep it clean. It's bone dry here. How strange is that? Very, 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 very light drizzle in the air, but the road is bone dry. So it's obviously those big black clouds I drove under. Invest in a different bracket, maybe one that hangs from my mirror. I do have to keep apologising to all of you for the vibrations because it's sat on my dashboard. I keep thinking, would one hanging from my mirror improve my filming? It might still vibrate. I mean, after all, it's vibrations from the car, but I don't know. Not too far now. I'm going to have to edit this right down and speed it up a bit for you. It's very hard to do a short video when you've got so much to say. I'm always telling you that. But YouTube tell you all the time to keep your videos short because otherwise people won't watch, which sometimes is evident, but then depends how interested they are on what you're filming, surely. If I cut too much out, you're missing out on my very exciting life. Let's go back over again. This truck's going to slow me down. So I'm going to be quite early now. I anticipated a lot more traffic. Mainly because I'm coming into a big town. Because otherwise I wouldn't be. That's one thing, because the roads are generally quiet here, especially in the countryside. When it says it's going to take 20 minutes for the journey, it takes 20 minutes. So it's usually quite easy to calculate and tell people when you'll arrive. But when you're coming into a big town, it's very unpredictable. There we go, is that done? Within all of 5 minutes. Disappointingly, she didn't weigh me. So I didn't get to brag. Okay, back now in 3rd of March, next appointment. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to wear a mask, but I suppose it was a bit naive really, because medical facilities are still asking us to wear them. So I'm not sure what wore them the last time I went in the hospital with Sharon. Anyway, not that it matters. Just feel a bit embarrassed because I went in without it on. She didn't seem to have any problems. Everything's okay. I've got this little, it's like a wart under my, like the mastectomy side. And it's been there since the radiotherapy. So I think somewhere along the line the radiotherapy just did that little bit of damage. And it flares up occasionally. And for some reason, typically, normally up to now, it'll flare up a bit and then I might catch it as I'm putting my bra on or something and it'll bleed. And then all of a sudden, this week, it's really doing well and it's almost like it's going to heal and go away. Fingers crossed. So she's just said, we'll keep an eye on it. But last time I spoke to her about it, she just said, oh, c'est normal. Yeah, sometimes you don't know if they're properly listening, but anyway. Nothing's really changed that much with it, so I'm not in a panic or anything. We'll see how it goes, as I said. Right, now we're going to head back home. and have a much needed cup of tea. I've only had a coffee this morning, which is rare. I normally have a coffee and then a tea. Yes, so 3rd of March, 9 o'clock in the morning. Why did I ask for morning? So it's going to be a very early start that day. And this time I need to go for a mammogram beforehand, so she's got results from that. I don't have to do it every time. I think it's blood test 1 6 months, mammogram the next. So mammogram this time. So it's another appointment, and she also wants me to go for an osteoporosis test again. I don't enjoy that. That gets really uncomfortable. The positions they get you to just supposedly relax in and stay there, and it's just to get the right angles, the bones and things, but it's only for a few minutes, just at the time. All necessary, all good that they're checking everything. Okay, the guests have left. Just been in to get the bed linen and everything, and they've left it immaculate. So they want, and it looks like they've cleaned everywhere. So if there was awards to be given to the guests, this would be another one that would get an award. So I've just taken the washing in. The trouble is now, we want this rain, but I can't put the washing out to dry, can I? So I'm going to have to do it bit by bit and slowly dry it in the house. Now I'm going down the garden to see if we've got any tomatoes. So I think we've got some, so I haven't got much at all for my salad today. So let's go and have a look. Don't know if we're going to get back down in the garden this year now. We've had a few social times with friends down here, so that's good this year. With last year we didn't do any of that. Right, I've brought back all my flower pots. Get out! Have you been sleeping? Chase a cat out of my polytunnel. Okay, well, that's my crop. That's how big that flower pot is. And you can see I've got some, and let me just find it. Look at those. I've got smaller than that. They're smaller than that, but it's probably so small it might even have fallen out the hole at the bottom. Oh no, here we go. Look at that. Huge! So it just shows you the lack of water and what it's done. I'll say they're still okay. I've still got more coming. Still more flowers, but still more green strawberry. Oh, strawberries, look at me. Oh, that'll do me for a couple of days for my salad. See, the blackberries aren't very big yet. I see some on a cake in Ypres yesterday, and they were as fat as the end of my thumb. Can't believe it. I've never seen ours get that big. I've got a few more beans. I took in loads yesterday. The day before yesterday, anyway. Can't see any more there yet. Some little ones, but always on there. Up to a couple over there. The one it is. On there, just laying there, disguising itself as a branch. I still haven't looked to see if there's any actual celeria kind of there. I'm hoping there is, because I can't buy it in the shop at the minute. It's obviously out of season. And I miss my celeriac. A couple more. So there's some small ones in there, but I'll leave them in case they get any bigger. Back inside for my cup of tea. And then I think I might do some ironing before I sit down and do some editing. Just noticed Leon's got some grapes growing. We've never had them that sort of size. I assume Leon knows they're there, but maybe they're just not ready yet. I haven't even looked at our vines, so I've been pulling them down as quick as they've been growing. Tea. Our next job is to fill my pillboxes up. Yeah, that's my huge abundance from the garden. Better than nothing, isn't it? But as I say, I did pick some beans the other day in the garden, so I got those as well. Must have them tonight. Like to try and have them as fresh as possible. Right, let's have this tea.